This video is brought to you by the Local Projects print publication. Head to the description of this video to subscribe now and receive 3 copies each year.
I think one of the motivators was to have a lot of fun with the space and for it to feel in a way otherworldly, like not something you would expect at all in this location. My name's Matija Marovic, I'm the director at Sans Arc Studio, and this is the Plaster Funhouse. We're on Kaurna land, as most of the suburbs in Adelaide are. Torrensville is an inner city suburb in Adelaide, in the inner west, with a high migrant population, a lot of Greeks and Italians that lived here over the years. So the clients came to us with a fairly interesting brief for this project. So they wanted an extension, something that was small and humble, but essentially built for entertaining, and something that opened up the rear of the house to be inspired by P&O and Art Deco architecture, something that was contrasting and a little different to the area, not necessarily taking inspiration from it, but a bit of an oasis or something different to the general fabric of the suburb. So starting at the front door, you walk past 2 bedrooms into the living space, and then through the arched door behind me. That is the point at which the new work started, but is actually in the old house. There's a bathroom and laundry to the side. That bulkhead behind me is the original end of the house, the island bench, which comes into the kitchen and entertaining area at the back. The backyard was maintained, and we wanted to maintain as much of it as possible. There's some large trees out there. We wanted to make this little extension feel wrapped in green space, and so all of that comes in with large windows on every side, making that sort of oasis feeling. The introduction of curves, both in plan and in the arched windows, was like sort of the next major move. When you're dealing with a small space like this, having softer corners and softer edges is huge. It makes it feel so much better, so much more open, easy to move through. You don't knock your hip on things or as you walk past them. And the arched windows and doors are fun and playful and something that is unique and different for the clients. So the exterior, being a stucco render, is again a bit of inspired by the migrant housing in the area, but also looks amazing with shadow and light and all the trees and the light coming through trees and the way it shifts throughout the day. It's, in my opinion, a beautifully timeless material, perhaps previously underappreciated, but something that is so unique, nice to touch, and interacts with its environment in a really tangible way, I guess, than sort of flat surfaces. The use of colour in the space was interesting for us in that we tried to delineate or separate zones, and even though it does have bright elements in a way, I see the material palette as being quite simple. Timber floors, white walls, black steel windows, but then splashes of colour here and there to create that sort of sense of identity and something that the clients really connect with. One of the clients was really keen on us using terrazzo for the bench tops and wherever possible in the space. The island bench behind me is probably the key design move outside of the obvious aesthetics of the space. So it actually steps down into the dining space, the material continues, but it's at a slightly different height so that people eating and preparing food can connect between the 2 spaces, and it ties the old with the new. The clients themselves are incredibly fashionable and have great taste. The custom joinery unit was a big part of the project in that we wanted to have a space, or the clients needed a space to display all their knickknacks and art and little booze station to make spritzes, a place to display their things that are beautiful to them or are important to them. The clients wanted another little seating spot where they could hang out together while one's cooking or preparing, or when you're having antipasti at the start of a dinner party or something like that, a little gathering space that wasn't a dining space. So we put this little corner bench in here, which is an amazing spot to read in the sun. It gets the best light in the house. And the choice of having 2 opening windows like this means that you can connect to the yard, and it's an inside-outside space. I think the play of light in the yard ties into this oasis feeling, and the use of stucco and how much light is coming into the interior. There's lots of different ways in which the house actually interacts with its environment and interacts with light and plays with light. And wind is coming through and trees are moving and shadows are moving on the stucco as the sun changes direction. It's kind of sort of very dynamic and transient, which is super beautiful and feels incredibly peaceful. I think the thing that sticks with me the most about this project is the balance of like sculpture and functionality, and then the fact that those things also actually contribute to the use of the space is really cool. As a result, the clients have a space that they can have for many years to come and entertain and relax, and are connected to the yard, and it feels like something unique and beautiful that they definitely didn't have before.
Published 3 times a year, the Local Project hard copy publication contains over 350 pages of curated insight into the latest architecture and design across Australia and New Zealand. Printed on exceptionally high-quality paper stock, the publication is designed to be read and enjoyed over time, a beautiful and valuable addition to any personal library or coffee table. With worldwide delivery available, have the hard copy print publication delivered straight to your door 3 times a year with an annual subscription. Head to the description of this video to subscribe to the tri-annual print publication.